Hello everyone, I'm live today, and the reason of being live is to have the opportunity to answer questions on so many levels. I know not all of you will have opportunity to be live with me, but after the live event, I'll go ahead to be able to upload this particular live event on my YouTube. So welcome everyone. My name is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, the founder and the CEO of the EBM Scholars. In case it will be your first time to come to this live event or to come to my YouTube channel again. So I'll be answering some of the questions as they come. You asking, can I share my email ID? My email ID I'm going to share soon. Stephanie D'Angelo, thank you so much for joining us. Hello, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for your continued support. As I'll be here, I'll be talking about the opportunity. Delson Antonio say it's your first time here. So much welcome. Jonah from Liberia, so much. I really appreciate it. Alice Maim, Alice from Tanzania. Habari yako, Alice from Tanzania. I believe you are doing so much well. So, as I said, today I'm live here, and I'll be talking so many things. So it will be various topics. Shaka, something of that nature. Yes, everyone. So, if you have any question, first of all, I'll be answering questions regarding to green card lottery, questions regarding to overall green card, questions about scholarships and jobs, because some people, they just jump every day. Oh, I want jobs to go to America. How can I go there? Oh, I wanted to have this kind of opportunity to be able to get something. So I will be happy to answer any question. So if you have any question, please let me know. So let me start with coffee. The visa bulletin for May is out, EBM. So thank you so much for that update. Yes. So as the visa bulletin, for those who do not know the visa bulletins are the one which show the current status of the green card visas. So for those who applied for the DV 2020, applied in 2018, the results came out 2019 for this 2020. The bulletin is still continuing, despite the travel, the suspension of the immigration. Still, other processes will continue. But even if the visa bulletin is live, even if you are given the date to go for the interview, for the next 60 days, you will not be able to go to do the green card lottery visa interview. So they are not inviting people for the interview. So let me do one of the way. I don't know if I'll be able to put on my screen here, and I'll be able to at the same time see your comments, because here I'm looking directly from my computer, so I'll be able to read from my computer and be able to answer. So you are Varisiki, you asking, what about green card results for 2021? The V 2021, the results were scheduled in a normal way. Even if you look your confirmation number, if you take the entire page, it is said the results are supposed to be coming out by May 5th. But I made a video a couple days ago that the results will be on June 6th. That is according to the tweet account of the Department of State consular session, which they put that information. But we are still waiting for the final determination whether the results will be on June 6th. But the results will continue to be there. So despite the suspension, the results will be there. In order to completely suspend the green card lottery, it has to pass through the Congress to be debated and something like that. It's not just one person changing the president to say that it's over and then it will be over. So I'm sure I'll be able to answer that one. Kofi say Africa bulletin. Africa is currently for the May visa bulletin. Please, EBM, what does that mean? Usually the visa bulletin has a specific number. You just remember the case number. For instance, the case number is determining which people are the one going to be supposed to go for the interview. So for instance, if they say the current number is maybe 30,000, it means that up to someone with the case number 30,000 will be getting the invitation to go to the visa interview, will be getting what we call the second letter of notification that your interview date is on this day. That is the meaning of that. But it doesn't mean that when it say current that you take your bag, you go to the embassy to get the interview. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, Victoria, you are asking, how come the official website has not changed the date? Do we trust the tweet or the site? Remember, at this point, for me, I would trust the tweet because the tweet is still the official department. Even if they are not going to put like we have changed. These are smaller things. There are smaller things in each department. So they cannot go to the official everywhere to change. What they will change will be in two ways. Number one, they can go into the Department of State, the website where where you applied. On that day when they say come on May 5th, it will say June 6th. Or the other way, you will go on May 5th there, you will put your case number, it will say no. So they might not change there, but internally, they will block the results to come out on May 5th. That it might be something. That's why if you go on my tweet, I ask, are you also going to update that one into the overall Department of State website so that people can know for sure instead of just in one place as a tweet? And remember, Twitter account is also official information. Twitter account, Facebook account for the developed world is also part of the official communication. So that is something you have to know. Let me go to another question. I have an interview for a PhD program in the US. How can I contact with you, please? Okay, so I'm going to put in my email address, and I'm not sharing my number because people didn't want to follow the instructions on what to do if I give my phone number. So I'm going to put my email address, which is EBM. So I'm going to put in my email address. You can email me. Oh, sorry, I put in the wrong one. Sorry, it didn't go through the whole talking in the while. So I think my keyboard doesn't work correct. So let me use the other keyboard. So sorry. So it's ebmakulilo@yahoo.com. That will be my email address, which you can be able to reach me. Okay, another question is, Coffee again, is it current for all cases number or waiting? It's not for all case numbers. They will tell you the current for which numbers. But after May, June, the usual, all the numbers, they will be current. So there will be no problem with that one. Another question, what about the people who applied the V last year? Will the results come out on May 5th? That was supposed to be the results day, but they changed the date according to the video I posted. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll find, or you'll see the video, which I said is the official change of the green card lottery. I can find the video and I can put there. You can see the date has changed to which date? To June 6th. 30 days after that, but the change of the date will not affect other processes for people to come to start. So if you watch that video, I put on the link, you'll be able to see. Blessing, you're asking, what are you talking about? You say, I'm answering questions about the green card lottery, overall immigration questions you have. If you have questions about scholarships, I'll be happy to answer all those questions. I know there are so many questions coming up so quickly, so I might not be able to update as the question has come. You were asking Kwaku Frempong, you were asking why haven't they updated the site? I don't know why, but I believe they're going to change that one. Okay, Varisiki Bamba, you were asking our diploma obtained in our country currently and recognized in the US. Yes, it is recognized. But remember, when you come here, you are looking for going for further education. You are looking for certain jobs. They might require you to get evaluation to see what that level means to American education system. So not all the time, even if you have bachelor degree, it can come translated as direct as bachelor. They might ask you, can we be able to a little bit evaluate that one in order to be considered, especially for certain kind of jobs, especially federal jobs. Even like if you are going to further education, if you want to do bachelor degree or master's degree, they have to do that. Okay. Coleman, you are asking EBM, I guess many people will be selected for the V2021, right? No. Each year, the number of winners is the same number of winners. They are not going to change the number. The number has been set by the law. So the law which established the green card lottery is the same law which determines how many people. That's why they're not going to bring 100,000 people. They're supposed to bring maximum 55,000 people who will be given the visas. So usually when they select more people, obviously, but the people who will be given the visa to come to America, the maximum number is 55,000 people. And it has never, no year they have ever issued 55,000 visas. Most of the time they issued 52, like 3 times, but the rest is less than 50,000. Most of the people, they don't get the visas. Ronnie the Great, just say my name. I watch all your videos and must thank you very much volunteering information to many of us looking forward to winning the lottery. Thank you, Ernest Boniface Makulilo. Thank you so much, Ronnie. I really appreciate for your continued support, subscribing, and taking your time to be with me here. It means a lot to me, and this helped me to keep making videos, to have the opportunity to come here and answer all the questions. H. Homeda, you are saying, what if you are from one of the banned countries in the travel ban and you won the Green Card Lottery DV 2020? All numbers are current now. So if you are in the country which has a travel ban and you won DV 2020, if your country is still on the ban, you will not be given the visa. Even the countries which have been added, like Tanzania, Sudan, all other countries which have been added, Eritrea, the results of 2021, they might win people, but you hope that your country will comply to what caused them to be receive the travel ban. If the country is still on the travel ban, you will not be able to come. But if the country is going to be lifted before the September 30th, the deadline, that means you'll be able to come. You'll be able to attend the interview. Okay, so let me go to another question. Sorry, I'm not going to the same speed. Okay, I don't know. Okay, let me move the, sorry. I have to move the one keyboard and I have to use another keyboard. So, sorry. So, another question is, let me go to Denison Antonio. I applied for the DV program and I read the official U.S. Embassy page, my country, that they only process DV in the South Africa for Southern African country. No, that I don't know which country you're from, but overall, it depends on your country. There are some countries, for instance, in Burundi, they don't process the visa interview in Burundi. So they are processing in Nairobi or other embassy you want. In Kampala, they do, I think, in Kenya, in Nairobi. So there are certain countries is that not all South of Sahara region, they do in one country. No, it's not that way. It depends. There are certain countries, maybe because of certain procedures, they might do process in one country. So that's, but not all countries in Africa, they do in one South Africa. That's not true. Okay, Bryce Kim, hi from Paris. I'm doing fine, thank you so much. Kemigisha Liliani, can I easily get a teaching job in US? No, you cannot just get, first of all, there is no easy, even if you'll be traveling. You cannot just get a teaching job. First of all, you must have teaching in the US. You must have a teaching credentials. Each state, you must have the certification to teach. It's just like nurses. You must have registered nurse certification or license to work in a particular state. So you cannot be a teacher in Tanzania and you just come here to become a teacher in state of Missouri. You must have a teaching license in Missouri. And then you have to get a job. Then that company or that school must be okay to sponsor you to come here to get a working visa, which is called H1 visa. So it's not that easy. Okay, Safcasting, you are saying, thank you so much for what you are doing. Thank you so much. Niman, you say, I live in China. Is that the problem for my DV lottery? No, it's not a problem. As long as you are coming, your citizenship, your nationality is coming from the country which is eligible. Eligibility of someone to participate in the green card lottery depends on the nationality of the person and not the person where is living. You can live in the US, you can live in China, you can live any other country, but if you are not a country which is eligible, if your country is eligible, despite where you live, you can qualify and you can be able to do that. Okay. Bullet Force, is it matter to have someone in the US as a sponsor? No, especially for the green card lottery. I don't know what you are talking about for sponsorship, but green card lottery, you don't need to have a sponsor. The question for the DSC 260, which I'll make the video after the results come out. The question is, put the address where you'll be staying in the United States of America. So you'll need to put the place where you'll be staying. So by putting the place where you are staying, so if you get an apartment, it's okay. If you have a friend, it's okay, but that friend is not a sponsor. The DV lottery doesn't need sponsorship because it's a US government program. So you don't need the extra sponsorship to prove that you are coming to America, you are not coming. Yeah, so it's not, you don't need any sponsorship for that. But you need the address where you'll be staying, where they can be able to send you that green card. Tony, you are saying you are doing great job. Thank you. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate for your continued support, sir. Coleman Josiah, you are saying EBM, I guess many people will be selected for the DV 2021. No, I have already answered that one. The number of the winners is established, has been established by the Congress, by the law. So the number of winners, I mean, usually they take more than 55,000 people, they take up to 70,000, but the people who will be actually given the visas, their maximum was supposed to be 55,000 people. Okay, let me see. How many people, Tron, you're asking, how many people do they take from each country, please? They don't do specific for country. What they have, the regulation, is what they call the maximum percent. Like one country cannot produce more than 7%. So that is the only thing which is making. I can pull the information here. I can show you what countries have won a lot. So the countries, if you look for the statistics, for instance, Egypt, Ghana are the countries with so many winners. So if I look like I'm going to look a little bit aside, and I can look like, for instance, like people who applied in 2016 for the DV 2028, how many people who won or who came here. So for instance, in Africa, Algeria was 2,800, Angola 182. So it depends on the country. So each country has different number, but countries like Egypt, Democratic Republic of Congo has a lot of people. Some countries, there are very fewer people, like in Namibia, 16 people. Yeah. So there are those kind of numbers. I have a video which I posted those one, but I will go ahead and make more video to make sure that I'll be able to capture that one on the screen. Okay. Yeshu Dag, will there be DV 2022 as usual, meaning that Trump said DV will be changed into a merit-based, something like that? That is the plan which he mentioned 3 years ago. 2017, he mentioned that like it will be merit-based. Obviously, there is no any country on the planet Earth with the DV lottery like the one United States has. So obviously, it cannot be the same all the years. It will reach a point, either it can continue to be this one, or they might add up the requirement. Currently, they are okay with someone with a minimum of high school education, or if you don't have high school education, you need to have at least 2 years of work experience within the past 5 years. So because of the job market and all these competitions they are coming up, they might end up saying maybe we need a minimum bachelor degree. So they might end up changing but not now. It might be down the road. Obviously, they will be changing. It cannot be this one the same all these years. Another question, please, do I need a lawyer too if I'm a single to apply for green card? Because I'm confused. I'm just 27 in my first time to apply. No, you don't need a lawyer to apply green card lottery. And even if you win, you don't need the lawyer. You don't need the lawyer for that. There is a video which I showed step by step on how to apply. If you come to my YouTube channel and you go to the playlist, click the playlist of the green card playlist, you'll go at the bottom, you'll see some of the videos. One of the video is explaining step by step on how to apply. You can apply on your own without, you don't need an attorney or a lawyer excuse me, for that particular case. Okay, Kotei Senam, you say, how random is the green card lottery and exactly what day does the draw take place? First of all, we do not know when the draw take place. The deadline for the DV lottery application was November last year, with the first week of November. So when it ends, they started the processes. So we do not know when, at what point they are going to do that. But basically, they are not waiting now to do the random selection, no. The random selection is done by computer, probably beginning of the year or the end of December. I do not know. There are processes. First of all, they have to eliminate people who have applied twice, and then they can continue with the rest of the random selection. So I do not know when they usually do that. Okay, EBM, guess many people will be selected. No, is the same number. Will Yeshu Dag, you say, okay, I've already answered that one. Emmanuel Ban, you say, just joining, so thank you for coming. Hi, you say, Anvash M, thank you. I sent you mail. Okay, I'll go through and I'll try my best to respond to that email. Okay, Antonio, Michael, you say, what is new on travel ban for Eritrea? Nothing has changed so far. It's still on the travel ban. No country has been removed yet, except the Republic of Chad. Mbeg Brandon, we say, thank you for the info. Thank you too. Asamobi, we say, oh, EBM, what a great job. Please, does it mean that the draws has not been done? No, the draw has been done already. So there are so many questions, people. So sorry if I'm not going through to your question right away. Okay, Olivia Mboti, you say, question, is it compulsory to travel with my daughter? So if you applied, you say you have a child, it is a must to go together to the visa interview. On the visa interview, if you are with your wife, husband, and kids, you go all together. You will be given the visa. The visa will be able to expire after 6 months. Within that 6 months, you can travel. So you can come alone, and before 6 months, you can bring your daughter. But if the 6 months passes without your daughter being in the US, that green card is going to expire. So that means the person will not be able to come. So, okay. Graphic Plus, you have already asked your question, so please don't repeat the question because you are taking more for other people. So just send one question. I'm responding is the question as they are coming. You are asking, Graphic, you are asking, when you are coming to America after winning, what determines the location where you will be staying? It's you who decides where to go to stay. In the DSC 260, you are going to put the address where you are going to stay. The US government or the consular doesn't ask you where you want to go to stay and they tell you no. This is not a camp bringing someone, no. You are choosing where you want to stay. And you can say, I want to stay in Missouri. You can arrive in Missouri and next day you can decide to change, you can move to another state. There is no restriction where you want to stay, the location-wise. Okay, my names on identification and the academics papers don't match or what? I don't understand. Make sure that if your documents, they don't match, make sure you have a court document or from the lawyer to explain like affidavit that this person is the same person as this one. Because there are some cases, for instance, myself at the university, I go by 2 names. But on my everything, some of the documents is the 3 names. So some is Ernest Makulilo, some documents is Ernest Boniface Makulilo. So you need to have a document from attorney that Ernest Makulilo is the same person as Ernest Boniface Makulilo. Okay, another question. Tell us about the ticket from East Africa. I think you were asking how much does it cost. So traveling to America depends on so many factors, like the price-wise. One, which state are you traveling, you are going? For instance, if you are coming from East Africa, let's say Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, are you coming to East Coast or are you going to West Coast? If you are coming to East Coast, the flight ticket might be a little bit cheaper than going to California because California is farther than East Coast. That will be number one. Secondly, if you are buying the ticket today, when are you traveling? If you buy the ticket today, you are traveling next week, the ticket will be at least $2,000. But if you're buying the ticket today, you are traveling after 6 months, the ticket will be even maybe $700 US. So it depends on all those kind of factors. Why is that? But average the ticket will be between 1,000 to 2,000 in most cases. But you can get the ticket also depending if you are traveling during the summertime or you are traveling during the winter time. For instance, if you purchase a ticket, for instance, today, because of the coronavirus, many flight tickets are obviously like many people on the flight ticket, they are cheaper because people are not traveling. So there are so many factors why ticket can be cheaper or expensive. Audrey, you are asking, do you know if French degrees can get me a job easily? Degree is a degree. Degree doesn't matter whether you studied in English, whether you studied in French, whether you studied in Arabic. If you have a degree, you have a degree. So don't worry about that. The only thing they will request, even if you have degree in Chinese, degree in Swahili language, what they will request will be to evaluate that transcript to mean that you have a really bachelor degree. So that is the only thing they will be able to put into consideration. But you apply and get the job as normal person. Okay, another question. Okay, Ernest Ngomo say, I'm from Cameroon but currently live in India. I played the DV lottery here in India. If I win DV lottery, can I process my documents here in India? Yes, you can process the documents in India. There is no problem. It doesn't mean that you must go to your home country. But you must have the police clearance report from your own country. You are from Cameroon, you need to have one from Cameroon and one from India too. That's something you need to note. But on top of that, but if you have children, if you are married, you must be together with your spouse and your children. So if you are in India, your child is in Cameroon, either you have to bring your child to Cameroon to the interview, or you have to go to do your interview in Cameroon. So when you are filling the DSC 260, you'll put the address where you are going to do the interview. Okay, Kivo, you are saying Kenyans in the house, say hi. Habari yako huko Kenya. Naamini unaendelea vizuri. I follow the new song. Yeah, so you are doing so much well. I just enjoy following the news from Kenya. Okay, another questions. Sorry if I'm a little bit behind of your question. Can someone who is in Europe apply the V lottery while you are in Africa? I don't understand your question. Can someone who is in Europe apply the V application while you are in Africa? The DV lottery doesn't matter where you are at the time of application. Your eligibility is not based on where you are. You can even be in America, but you apply the DV lottery as Tanzanian. You apply the DV lottery as Kenyan. You apply the DV lottery as Cameroonian. You apply the DV lottery as someone from Indonesia. So don't go and say this. Lasana, I'm going to answer your question, so don't repeat the question. There are so many questions coming, so if you repeat more questions, I'll go to answer your question. So just send one question, I'll be able to answer your question. So don't worry, I'll go through all the questions. Okay, Brookie was saying, is it possible to ask for family visa if you win? Yeah, if you win, you come with your family, so you come all together. Lazano Keita, we say, thank you, Mr. A question, please. What means 80 and 80? What means 80 NVC? Those are the. Don't worry about those ones. Those are the visa processing within the assessment system while you are here. So it does nothing to do much about the lottery and while you are in your country. So there are processes while you are here, they are doing. For instance, if I applied for the green card based on the marriage, is what we call adjustment of status. So there are processes within the US going through. Or if you win green card lottery while you are in the US, there are processes they are going through through the national visa processing things, those kind of the offices. Okay, someone is asking, Shrika Fred, you are asking, how much can I need for all processes after winning? So there are so many ways. It depends on whether you are single. So I'm talking the information about a single, and then you can see how many kids, how many people you are coming together. So for one person, obviously you need the visa fee, $330 US. That's one. You need to have You need to have medical medical check. Medical check, it depends, but it is between 400 to 500 in most cases. So let's say 500 US dollar, and then obviously you need police record. So it depends on the countries, by $5-10, and then if after getting the visa, you're supposed to pay for 220. Is called the service fees, something you are paying for the card online. That one you can pay right away after getting the visa, or after arriving even in the US. You can pay, you pay online. So that is something else, is 220. And then there is a ticket for you. So those costs, they cover even if a child is 1 year old. So it doesn't matter that, oh, my child is 1 year old, is 2 days old. Yeah, so you can be able to multiply that amount. Okay, Gracie Givinji, you are saying, I'm hopeful to win the green card lottery soon. Can you be able to facilitate to host for me? I do not know anybody in the US. I cannot host anybody. I'm already hosting 2 people who have won the green card lottery. So it will be strange to talk to my wife that everybody is coming to live with me. That will be impossible. So to be honest, that will be impossible. But there is a video I explained different techniques in how you can be able to find a host in America. You can find hosts through churches. You can find hosts through these for instance, if you're from Cameroon, you can find, or you are from Kenya, you can find Kenyan communities in the US. You can ask people if they can be able to host you. So there are different techniques on how you can find hosts in the US. Ahmed CS, you say, hello, if we get selected V lottery green card, you guarantee they give you green card, or they can reject after. They can reject, there is no guarantee. It depends on so many factors. Even yesterday, I made a video, I posted a video that 4 many reasons as to why you will not be given the visa despite winning the green card lottery. Why? There are other factors. What if you don't have education is required and you don't have work experience? Obviously, you will not be given. And now there is the issue of public charge. What if you pose the situation to be public charge? So obviously, they will not give you the visa. So there are all those factors they will be considering. But there is higher chances of you being given the visa as long as you meet the qualifications. Okay, Kay Daco, how do I get a host in place of residence online if I don't have any relative? That's what I'm saying. I have a video which is explaining that, but different ways you can find it. If you're Catholic, you are going to Catholic church and write to a pastor, write to a priest, write to communities in the country. I mean, if you're from Ghana, find Ghanaian people in your country. That is one of the ways on how you can be able to find some host. Okay. Isaac Rice, you say, if you win and you don't have any relative in the US, how do you feel the address of column and often here? If you win the DV lottery, it will be free accommodation and job for you. How true is that? No. United States is not a socialist country. You win the green card lottery, they don't give you the money for the visa. There is no one is giving you the job. No one is giving you anything for free. If you are coming as a refugee, yes, they'll give you the place to stay, but they'll give you social security number, and you go and apply for jobs. You will start to apply for jobs on your own. So they cannot just give you the job. What if you don't want? They cannot give you a place to stay. It's your responsibility to find a host or to find an apartment. Is up to you. No one gives you anything. This is not a socialist country. Okay. Okay, another question. Kimo, you say, hello, Mr. I want to know about DV 2019. There is no DV 2019. DV 2019 passed a long time ago. DV 2019 is the one which people applied in 2017. The year 2019, when you say DV 2020 or DV 2021, is the year people are coming to America. The one you applied in 2019 is called the DV 2021. You applied in 2019, but for DV 2021. The results come out in 2020. You will come to US 2021. That's what we call DV 2021. So if you want to know, the results will be out in June, and the process will continue as normal. Okay. Marie, you are saying you are watching from the kitchen. Thank you so much, my wife, for keep watching my videos. I hear you are laughing over there. My wife is also watching, so she's laughing now. Yeah, I don't know if she wants to come here to say hi. I don't know. It's up to her. Okay, if she wants to come, she'll come and say hi to everyone. We did some few videos together. Okay, country provided me information about public charge and public health. I don't want to go too much in detail about here, but there is a video about 3 videos about public charge. But in a very simple way, public charge is when you come to America, are you coming here and you cannot sustain your own? You are depending on the government to provide some food stamp, to provide you free services. So those are the things about the public charge. So for that case, they need it for you to show what assets do you have, what work experience do you have, what education do you have, so that when you come here, you can commit yourself to excel and not come here and just become someone depending on the government. So I have so many videos explaining about that. Okay. Okay, someone is asking, Joachim, you are asking, please, will the applicants for the DV 2022 be less because of the pandemic? No. DV lottery, the reason why there are few people who are applying for the DV lottery is because of the introduction of the passport requirement last year. So that one automatically eliminated many people from developing countries, especially those who don't have the passport. So that was the one which reduced the number of people who applied for the DV lottery. Niman Kebo, you're asking, bro, where are you from? I'm originally from Tanzania, so that's why you see a flag of Tanzania here. So that is where I'm originally from. Tanzania is one of the great countries in East Africa. So neighboring with my colleagues in Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, we are all close there. Okay. Shiaka, you already asked, I've already answered the question, how much can I need to process the visa? I've already answered that question, and to ask that question, like I explained how much do you need to have as one person. Okay, let me start from the current questions. Okay. Okay, so my wife is here. I don't know. She's here. I don't know. Okay, say something.
Oh, hi. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So, okay. I don't know if everybody saw my comment, but somebody asked about if you can bring your family when you win the green card lottery. And I know Ernest says it all the time, but you have to apply with your family on the papers. You can't do it after the fact. Am I correct with that?
Because if you say you don't have children and you rise up who have a child, that means they are not going to give you ID from the application.
Right.
So the application for the US or the US life is don't lie anything up front because you'll be in so much trouble.
So much trouble. Just tell the truth about everything. It's so much better.
Faustina, you want to say hi?
Want to say hi? This is our newest one. Yeah.
Yeah, you see yourself there? Yeah, so this coming May, we are going to have our 10th anniversary.
Yes, 10 years.
10 years anniversary since we got married.
Ernest was already in the country even before I met him, so that I did not get him a green card. I mean, that's something, if you do meet someone, fall in love with them, and marry them, it takes 5 years. I would not, we know plenty of people who have married for a green card. Do not do it. The government will catch you. We've seen it. It's not good. Okay? My husband was already here on a Fulbright scholarship. Then he got his master's, and I met him. And then he got into the United States Navy. So, do it the right way. Right?
Okay. Say bye-bye, everyone.
bye-bye.
Then we'll continue with my show.
Wish you all good luck, and pray for you all, especially during this really difficult time of the coronavirus. Please stay safe. The best thing to do is not to go out unless you absolutely have to. Really.
Nin. Okay, quietly. Okay, sorry everyone for interruption, but I'm sure you got some few comments from my wife. Okay, so let me continue with some of the questions. Muslims are not selected for the DV lottery. No, that is not true. First of all, in the DV lottery application over there, they don't see the names. They see the numbers. The entries are numbers, so they're generated by numbers. You are the number. You are not just a person. They're not going to care your name. There is no caring about your name, whether you are Muslim, whether you are Christian, whether you are non-believing, anybody, they don't care. So all those things, they don't care about that. Sorry, I have to go back to see some of the questions. Someone, Rao NJ, you say, hi, cannot paying taxes cause deportation? Not deportation per se. Yeah, it can cause that one, because there are certain, I mean, if you are green card holder, there are certain kind of crimes if you do, yes, you can be deported. For instance, if you vote, because you are not allowed to vote, because you are not a citizen, you will be deported and your green card is taken away. There are certain critical issues here. Even if you are holding a superstar, don't lie, don't make me, I mean, on taxation is a very big thing here. Okay, Isa, don't worry. As I mentioned, Muslims' name, they don't care whether you are Muslim, you are Christian, you are non-believer. They don't care about that. Dread Social, you say, beautiful couple, love you so much. You say, love you too, thanks so much. Okay, Jason, my green card is going to be expired and all the flights to the US are cancelled. Can you help me, please? Please check me on my email. I'm going to put my email here and I'll guide you what to do. Okay, I put my email there. Just check me on my email and I will be able to guide you on that. But in a very way, to make sure that you find any flight before your visa to expire to travel. Or unless otherwise you have to confirm with the US embassy in your country, they can extend and give you another visa because of that. Okay, Daniel say, happy 10th anniversary in advance. Thank you so much. Yes, it will be 10 years. We got married on May 1st, 2010. So now down the road, we have been 10 years with 3 kids. The first one is 9 years old. The second one is 4. And the third one, next month, she's going to be 1 year old. Someone say that you can create a group WhatsApp. If you want to create a WhatsApp group about green card lottery and add me, I'm okay with that. I used to have a group WhatsApp, but it is full. But if you create a WhatsApp group about green card lottery, winners or people applying, they want more information, you can add me. I'm okay with that. You can contact me. I can find a way on how I can be into that group. Brooke Tesfaye will say, I'm a student in Poland. If I win, can get family visa. It depends. If you applied that you are married, you have kids, yes, you can come. But you cannot just give by family visa, we mean your spouse and children, not your uncle, not your nephew. No, that is not the definition of the family in US. Ahmed CS to say, F1 students already in the US win the lottery program in US. No, it is not. Is it easier to change the status? Yes, it is easier. And I have the video already on YouTube here explain if you win the green card lottery, you are in the US. You don't fill the form DS-260. DS-260 is a department state form for going to the US embassy to ask for the visa. If you win the green card lottery, you are already in the US. You fill the form is called the I-485 adjustment of status form. You are adjusting your status from F1 to green card, but you are not going to go to the US embassy. You will process everything while you are already here in US. Yes, and Song, you said you lost the confirmation number. There is no problem. What you need to do is wait when the results come out. You go on the application to see the results, and there is a button. Click lost confirmation number. They will ask you your name. They will ask you your name. They'll ask you your date of birth and your email. Then they can send you your confirmation number. Okay, what about the DV lottery? Is that Zaki Pilot? You are asking that the DV lottery, we are expected to be out by May 5th, but now we've changed it to June 6th. K-Tubes TV, is it by force to travel with my family after winning while I don't have the money to take care of all them in the US? It's not a must, but there is a catch. You must go all to apply for the visa together. You must be given the visa because all as a family, you are one application. The winner along with the, we call derivatives together. But after getting the visa, you have 6 months to come to America. You can come alone, start your life, and bring your family. But they must come here before the 6 months. If the window of 6 months passes, the visa is going to be expired. So they can come here, stay for at least a month, get the actual card, and then they can go back to stay in your country. It can be possible. But don't let the visa expire, because if the visa expire, they cannot be able to come here. Pentel, you say, respective sir, can tourists win valid BA with a VA, can tourists with a valid B1, B2 visa still come to the United States after immigration travel ban by Trump? Yes. The travel ban, the suspension is suspension of immigrants, of immigration, of the type of the visa, of green card. It has nothing to do with the B1, B2 visa, F1, like any temporary visa. Those are we call non-immigrant. To come to America under any type of visa, not green card, those we call non-immigrant visas. Those are temporary visas because you can come here, you are not allowed to work. So it has nothing to do with the travel suspension. Okay. Another person, Antwi, you say, please, I lost my confirmation number. How can I get it to retrieve? You can retrieve your confirmation number once the results are out. Then you are going like you are checking your results, and then you click the table, I lost the confirmation number. Okay, sorry, there are so many questions. Which states cities have lots of jobs and not expensive rent other than Texas? There are so many states. The only thing I can simply say, don't, in case you have option, don't go to DC, Virginia, Chicago, Illinois, don't go to California, don't go to Hawaii. But Maryland, don't go through those states. But most of the states are affordable, especially Midwest states like, as you say, like Texas. If you are coming to Nebraska, you are coming to Kansas, coming to Missouri, you are going. Most of these states are no more affordable states. Okay. Okay. If any person created a group and you want to add me in that group, I'm okay with that. I was robbed in South Africa, currently in Cape Town, and I lost my passport. So what should I do if I win the V Lottery 2021? You go, I mean, you cannot get the visa without a passport. You need to have a police record that you lost the passport. That's number one. But two, in order to get to complete the DS-260, how can they put the visa? I mean, where are they going to put it? They'll put the stamp on the passport. So you need to get another passport in order to get the visa. Yeah. Okay, another quick question. Please, can someone play the lottery as a single and after winning, he feels that he's married money? No. Unless otherwise you get married after the lottery. But if you got married, that's what I'm telling people. There is a video about that one. If you got married before the lottery and you lied that you didn't win, you are not married, that is up to you. You cannot get the visa. But if, let's say, you got married, I mean, you won the lottery. Let's say you won the lottery, I mean, you applied as single, but you live with someone, even for 5 years. By American law, that is not your wife. It's just a person you live with, like a girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. But if you win, that means go and get married, get the marriage certificate, then file as married. Yes, you can do that. Brooke, you are asking, can you bring my mom if I win? No, you cannot. What you can do, you can come to America, and down the road, you can invite your mother as a tourist. You cannot bring your mother, get the green card. No. You must come, she can come as a tourist, and then it will be that way. Ahmed, I'm going to answer your question about U.S. Navy. But if you come here, there is a process on how you can invite someone. Ahmed, I'm going to answer your question about the U.S. Navy. So when you ask one question, don't put so many times. I'm going through, there are so many questions. Lasagna Keita, you are asking, my case number is correct for the month of April, but no letter received for the interview due to Corona, I think. My status 80 is that. Just don't worry. You'll get the information for the interview date. Even if they give you the interview date, you cannot go to the interview right now because all embassies, they are not giving the visas. Most of the embassies, they have stopped giving the visa. So don't worry. You will get the information about the interview. Don't worry. Plus, now there is a 60 days suspension. Even if they give you the visa on this day, it will not affect you. You cannot go to the interview. Then Ahmed, you are asking, can anyone go to the U.S. Navy? How much time it takes to get citizenship? You can go to join the Navy or Army or Marines as long as you are green card holder as the minimum qualification. Green card or U.S. citizen with a minimum of high school education. How long will it take to become a citizen? 6 weeks. Because I became a U.S. citizen on my sixth week is when I did the swearing in to become a U.S. citizen. So the Navy training is 8 weeks. So the 3rd week I did I filled the paperwork. They say those who want to become U.S. citizen, I filled the paperwork and took the exam. On the 6th week, I went to swear in to get the citizenship, and then I get my certificate. So I became a U.S. citizen after my 6th week. Okay. Another question. Please work on express entry Canada if you can. Can I it from Ethiopia? With the coronavirus now, almost all countries, they have changed most of the things. So I don't know if they are processing now the express entry for Canada. I don't know. Suesh, you say, how do you rate cost of living at Indianapolis? I'll be coming to West End, Indianapolis, Indiana State. I've been to Indianapolis once, and last year I was planning to travel there. Indiana is a very cheap state, very affordable state, so don't worry about that. Indiana, Kansas, Missouri is the same. So you can find 1 bedroom for $600. You can find a very nice apartment. But if you go to California, for instance, 1 bedroom, the cheap one will be $1,000 and maybe $300-400 now. But Indiana is a very cheap state. Okay. Inspirational and motivational time is asking a question. Can I go for interview in my current country because it's not the country I played the lottery? It doesn't matter where you stayed at the time of applying. What makes is if you are in Canada, you can get the visa in Canada. If you are in Ethiopia, you can get the visa in Ethiopia. As long as you have won, it doesn't matter where you are. As long as when you fill the DSC 260, you will indicate where you will be doing your visa interview. Does public charge affect me if I have a sponsor in the US? Can't US? No, it helps if you have a sponsor, but it's not all the time because sometimes they want you as you to prove that you are not going to be public charge. But it helps if you have a sponsor. Okay. Idrisu, you say, please, my passport will expire on the 15th of May and my DV lottery result will be out on the 6th of June. How does that affect? Number one, the purpose of the introduction of the passport at the time of application, it doesn't mean that you must use the same passport. The point is they wanted to avoid scams, people who are applying many times. That is the purpose. If your passport is expired, when you win, you'll come with another passport. And the passport which is expired basically is your passport still, so you'll go with both passports. So there is no problem at all. Genesis Tanzania. Hey EBM, do you know where I can go do GMAT or GRA in Tanzania? GRA in Tanzania is done at the Mwalimu Nyerere University at Kigamboni. If you go to Kigamboni, Mwalimu Nyerere over there, that's where they do the GRA exam. And you can, if you want, you can email me. I can send you. I have the books, like GRI book, but in PDF, I can be able to send some of you. You can be able to use those kind of things, yeah. Okay, Daniel Ajbedi, how can one prove parent changeability, parents' place of birth? There is no place where they ask you the parents change place of birth for the parents. No, I don't know. There is no that question, and it doesn't matter. I mean, that information, if you know, you can feel it, but it's not like it's going to determine anything. Masaba Joseph, how are you, my friend? I know you are from Uganda. Okay, another question. Anderson, you are saying, bro, please, when I win, does it have anything to do with my high school results if I passed or no? No, 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 no. First of all, the DV lottery results, I mean, DV lottery application and the results, there is no place you said you have division 1, I have GPA of this one, and I have maybe distinction in my master's. You just say, I have high school, I have bachelor degree, I have this one. They don't care at the time of application. All those weather results, first of all, they're not going to look for the results, but all those proof you are going to say your education, you'll go to show them at the interview. But on the winning, even if you are PhD with all the distinction, it doesn't matter. You might not win. Okay, another question. Ben Lisa Gade. I don't know with her. First of all, first we say, how much can you use to rent a house at the cheapest? By house, here we determine house by number of rooms. For instance, it depends also by state. As I mentioned, in California, in most of the places, 1 bedroom, like 1 room, toilet, living room, whatever, is $1,300 US. But if you come to Ohio, you come to California, I mean, you come to Missouri, go to Kansas, you go to Indiana, you go to this normal state in Nebraska, you go South Dakota, North Dakota. Those states, you go to West Virginia, those states you might get it for 600 maybe. Okay, so that is it depends. Benzilo say, if someone win the lottery, come to the US and get married to someone on a visiting visa, how long will it take for the married person to adjust their status? If you are getting married to a US citizen here, the process usual average is 6 months, maximum to a year, to get the actual green card. My concern, okay, as I read you say, my concern here is about citizenship. So if I don't join the US Army, how long does it take to get citizenship? 5 years. All green card, any green card, in order to become a US citizen, you must wait for 5 years as a green card holder. Exception of if you get a green card by marriage, you'll wait for 3 years to become a citizen. The rest is 5 years, all other types. Okay, just wait. Okay. Okay, oh my, there are so many good questions here. Okay, so someone is asking, Suashi say, asante sana ndugu, about Indiana. You are so welcome. Okay, Rejoice 250 television, remind me the date for the DV lottery results. It was supposed to be on May 5th, but it has been changed to June 6th. Erich Ngechi, live from Nairobi, I'm from Kenya. Always your fan. Let's pray for the all the stuff to end the coronavirus and stay safe. Thank you so much. And I was planning to be in Kenya on the month of end of March and up to beginning of April before Easter, but I had to change because of the coronavirus. Okay, Cardinal, you say, please, I haven't gotten an email address. Do you know if you do, if it's due to my network? I haven't checked in my email, because if you send the email, you see now I'm live here. You might, I do not know whether I got your email or not, because I haven't checked. So I will check the email after that. Okay, just Preet, You say, how much probability is there for an Italian person to win a green card lottery this year? The countries in Europe, I do not know, because overall, if I look like the countries in Europe, I can give just a quick number. Let's say like Europe in Italy. Let's say how many people won last year. For instance, in Italy, 546 people won the DV 2018. I mean, so I do not know. So average will be like at least 500 to 800 people from Italy will be able to win. Okay, Kiptoon Victor, what is the minimum age for joining the army? Usually minimum age is 18. If it's 17, you must get the parental approval. How long is the training? So training depends on the branch. I know some countries when you say army, we mean military. But army is a branch, navy is a branch, marine is a sub-branch within navy, there is air force. So most of the branches, the training is 8 weeks, maximum is 10 weeks. Marines, army is 10 weeks, but navy is 8 weeks. So that is the basic training. Then after that, you go what we call A school, which is advanced training, advanced school. That is in the class most of the time. You have already graduated. So it's not like every day doing all the drill, everything. So at that time, you have already graduated and life continues. Yeah. And the other question is, and how long will it take for me to join the army in the United States? You can arrive today, you get your green card. When you get the actual card, as a green card holder, you go and apply. So it depends, like when are they going to, which date are you going to start? It depends on what job you chose, because each job has a different date to start. So if you choose this job, will tell maybe it will be May 1st, this job will be July 1st. So it depends on when do you want to start. Suesh, you say, thank you, God bless you for your response. I appreciate it and say thank you so much, everyone. Okay, Abdul Kadir Osman, what do you think about Delaware states? Is it cheap seat, Delaware? Yes, Delaware is a cheap state. It's a very tiny state. It's not far from DC. So a little bit is cheaper, but not expensive. Yeah, compared to Maryland or Virginia, Northern Virginia. Yeah, so it's okay, it's good. I've never been to Delaware before, no. Okay, Samuel Effiong, first time to follow the program live. Thank you so much for being you to be able to follow live. Maina William, thank you, Makulilo, for your continued update, hoping for the best. I really appreciate everyone. Thank you too. Masaba Joseph, hey guys, let's share the videos to all our friends on social media. Thank you so much, Joseph, and everybody who has been forwarding my content to other friends. That means a lot. The more I get people, the comments, yeah, that helps you. What is the topic? What do you mean, army? Someone is asking the question, what do you mean by army? Army is a branch, is the military branch which operates on the ground. That is army. Air Force on the air. Navy in the water. Okay. Let me go back a little bit and ask. Good love. We say if I feel the DS-260 is a single being in the US, what process I take to bring my children? That you have to wait until you are a US citizen, because they have to you have to apply for you. For them to come, will be the children of the US citizen. Children of green card holder will take a longer time to come to America. It will take long. Bright Adai Mensah, I'm sure you're from Ghana, I think, because of the name Mensah. I remember Mensah when we watched the Black Star, the national team, one among the great. If you have been charged with misrepresentation in Canada, do you still stand a chance to win the green card lottery? To win the green card lottery, they do not know about your criminal record. That's why they require the criminal record later. That is, winning the lottery is different from getting the visa. And even Even if you win the I mean at the embassy, most of the time they are going to look about the criminal. Are you a terrorist? Are you a bad guy, really like a drug dealer? So those are the situation where you'll be able to have that kind of problem for not to be given. Larik guy, you say you just got here. What is the topic about? I'm on live here to talk about so many things about immigration, about scholarships, life in America, life in developed world. So if you have any question you want me to answer, I can be able to answer if I know. If I do not know, I will tell you I do not know. Bitcoin Africa say, will you advise someone to play the DV lottery this coming October 2020? I advise you to continue apply DV lottery until the lottery is going to be suspended forever. So even if this is your 10th time you are applying, you haven't won, keep applying. What are you losing? It takes less than 10 minutes to take a photo, to edit a photo, and apply online. How are you going to lose? You are putting your internet bundle, your internet connection, you pay for the internet every time just to see what the video song is all about. What do you benefit by listening to the video song for 4 minutes? What do you benefit by listening to musician like Diamond after 5 minutes to see the drama on the Instagram? What do you benefit? Do you tell me that you cannot just use it 10 minutes, 5 minutes just to take a photo by your phone, edit, and just apply? Apply for the DV lottery until the day the DV lottery is going to be suspended. How you are asking the question in Gassam, how much is the fees to join the army in the US? There's no fee. To join the military is free. You just go as long as you meet the qualification, you just join. There is no fee to join. It's a government job. You don't pay to get the job. Jackson, and you ask, how about New York City? Man, New York City is the most expensive city or place in the US. It is very, very expensive. The minimum 1-bedroom you can get maybe $2,000. It's very, very expensive. Marie, you say the person is asking why you are talking about the US Army. Okay, someone asked about how procedure to join the US Army. So I wanted to make sure that you understand the way the army is a branch of the ground troop, not just army, as many countries we mean as the military. So I'm talking because someone was asking if I can join the military and serve in the military, because I don't know, because myself, I had the opportunity to serve in the United States Navy. There are so many advantages of joining the military in the United States. One, obviously, you get the citizenship right away. Two, you become a very trustworthy person because once you finish serving, you are a veteran until you die. Jobs-wise, if you're a veteran, you are given higher priority. You and I, we can be both citizens, but if we apply a job, for me, I'm a veteran, I'm going to be ahead of you. And if not any other American person here is applying for a job, and then is going to compete with me, I have added advantage about that. Rejoice 250 television, you say, is it true that a passport photo can lead to disqualification, yet it was received successful, though the military process, I mean the measurements they consider? Not really, unless otherwise the background is not white. But if the background is white, it might not be a pure white like another person. And if the measurement is okay, the weight-wise, you'll be selected. There is no, because I've edited many photos. I edit over 10,000 photos per year. And there are photos you see like they are not of good quality, but as long as it's in the proper measurement, it is white. And sometimes it's not pure white, and the people still win. Okay, Lucy, you are Lucy Madana. Shada, may you send the WhatsApp? Okay, you are asking, okay. And after making the WhatsApp group, you can let me know. AK, you say, thank you very much. All your updates and information you have been putting at our disposal. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate everyone who has been in support, because you can be here now, you can be watching other great news, great other shows, watching Netflix, doing other things, but you have decided to spend the time here. It means a lot to me. Eris, you say thank you, bro, and thank you to you too. Okay, let me go to other question. Okay, Team S, you say, is it true if you upload the passport photo leads to disqualification? Passport photo, what do you mean passport photo? Because it's supposed to be a passport photo. By passport photo, it's supposed to be a snapshot, like half of this, like the one you use in the passport, but don't take a photo, print out and take a photo for a photo. No, that is not allowed. Clear N, if I win the lottery, what job can I take because I'm 34 years old? It depends on your experience, but no matter, even if you are senior manager in your bank, you cannot just come today in America and get a job to become a manager. You will start at least to work in supermarket. You'll work in warehouse. You have to find jobs which you can be able to do. In most cases, it's around $10, $12. Sometimes you can get $15. You can start that way. You get work experience in America. Then over time, you start looking for other jobs. Number one is get the money. Go to work in the restaurant, work in the kitchen, work in the warehouse, work in security guard jobs. There are so many jobs you can be able to do. Someone is asking, what are the chances of someone from Afghanistan to win? I can give just the number of people for 2018, Division 2018, Afghanistan. Let me look here. Okay. Afghanistan, they win 636. So average will be 500 to 1,000 people from Afghanistan. Okay, Malim Hassan, I applied 10 years and never won. First of all, I'm so sorry. But second, I want to appreciate and congratulate you for your commitment. It is a lottery. Someone can apply today and win. It is a lottery. You never know. This time might be yours or next year might be yours. But never stop applying. That is my number one requirement. Never stop applying. The day you stop applying, maybe the day you don't win. You never know. Okay, there is a question from Argentina. What are the chances if you win from Argentina? I can look here. Argentina, okay, Argentina, there are few people, 109 people won from Argentina. So usual, like Argentina is not a lot of people winning from Argentina. And again, I can look here on the status, on the statistics again, and show you how many people maybe applied if you want to know. How many people who applied. You can know there is a number of people, either you applied, how many people have won. Let me put the link here so that you can be able to see by yourself. That link I posted there, it is a link with the number of program statistics, like how many people applied, how many people have won each year. So someone is asking about Djibouti. I know Djibouti, there are usually have many people who are applying. Africa, Djibouti, 121 won. So that is about that. Ghana is a country with so many applicants. Sometimes even more than 1 million applicants are coming from Ghana. But they get at least more than 2,000, 3,000 winners from Ghana. So, okay, another question. Okay. How do they select winners? Is it by computers or Raffle? It's a computer, but they divide, first of all entries based on the region. So Africa is one region. Each region is divided into different categories. And Africa is a region, they are given maximum percentage of winners, maybe 30% or 36% coming from Africa. So you'll compete all Africans in that category of that way. Sambonga will say, I did not hear my answer because I was having bad network. I don't remember your question. How many people win from Kenya? Kenya usually has more people. Last 2018, there was 2,997 winners. So Kenya in East Africa, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Kenya is the one leading of winners. Number one usually is Egypt. Egypt, Kenya, Democratic Republic of Congo, Ghana, Ethiopia, they have a lot of winners. So Kenya has a lot of winners. Okay. Another question. Yes, you say I applied using my old passport number. However, now I have new passport number, different birth date, whatever. What they are looking when you win, you can explain that the mistake, but the DS260, you are going to put the correct information on that, and you use the correct passport you have. Ernest Ngong, you say, please, do you need to present a bank statement when you win? Because of the new requirement of the what we call public charge, yes, if you have bank statement, it will help. Kamau, Zakari Kamau, you were asking how many people in Kenya they won. It was 2,000. Let me look again. Kenya, 2,997. Those were the winners from Kenya. Okay, Gadam, you say, if I did a mistake by writing wrong surname, one of my children in the lottery, what will be in the interview? So when you win, you are supposed to fill the DSC-260. So fill the correct information on the DSC-260. And you need to have that explanation if they ask you at the US Embassy. How many, Asamobi, you are asking how many won from Cameroon? Cameroon usually has a good number of winners. Cameroon 2018, 3,720. So Cameroon also got a big number of winners. Ghana, it was 3,549 were winners from Ghana. Okay. Let me go to Tim Wesson, you're asking, tell me how much does a normal person get paid in the US without a degree in a month? So here, it depends. In most of the jobs, as I said, there is a minimum wage. So most of the job will get paid $10 to $15. Like the job might be maybe working, saving at the restaurant. Maybe you might be arranging things at the mall, or working at Amazon, packing stuff. It can be $10, $12, $15 per hour. If you're a green card holder, it depends how many hours you want to work is your energy. Okay, Joshua, you are saying, please, do you think postponing the date of release of the results can make it them increase the winners this year because of the pandemic? No, because the number of winners is determined by the law. Is not by circumstances. If they want to do that, they have to change the law. The law says green card lottery must winners, maximum winners is 55,000 people. Bolivia, Pablo Guzman, what are statistics from Bolivia? South America, let me quickly look here. Bolivia, South America, Bolivia was 52 people. And the number of applicants from Bolivia is also small numbers. For instance, Bolivia, for instance, 2018, let's say the number of applicants in Bolivia, it's here. Wait a second, Bolivia, Bosnia, Botswana. Okay, where is Bolivia? It's here. The number of applicants in Bolivia was 4,165. Those are the number of applicants in Bolivia, and only how many won from Bolivia? It was 52 people. Moreno, you are saying, what do you think about Trump comment on Twitter? Immigration will be suspended temporarily. It is not only Twitter; it's already executive order has already been applied. And I've already made the video about the Trump breakdown of the suspension, and I'm going to put that link here if you want to see. So it is not just a tweet; it is official now. It's already put as a law. I mean, just suspension is official by what you call executive order. Can you repeat my answer? I was offline. What are the maximum age to join the military? The maximum age are depending on the branch. Army and Navy is 35. And then other branches is mostly 29 or 30. Really, Kigai, how can one apply to serve in the U.S. Army? I work for police in Kenya. To apply to join here is just very easy. There are so many in one city. There might be 2 recruiting stations. So what you do, you go to a recruiter, or you go online, you find your zip code, you put your zip code, you call to the recruiter, they give you the location, you go there, you take your green card information and your certificate. They see that those one, they do a drug test, and then they ask you to take the ASVAB. ASVAB is this exam. If you pass that exam, the testing one, then they take you to do the proper procedures to start joining. So it's a very easy, quick way to join the military here. So Asara will say, so how much do you need it in the bank account if you win? I cannot say exactly how much amount. As I say, if you are single, if you are married, it depends, all those kind of things. And again, you might have maybe 5,000, but you end up in primary school. Someone might have 2,000 or 1,000, but has a PhD. So the person to come to America, the likeness is the person with a PhD, even if doesn't have enough money in the bank, will have the possibility of not becoming public charge in the US. So they are looking for all those factors. It's not just about the bank account, how much money you have. Okay. Other question. Okay. How about Sierra Leone, please? Sierra Leone. Well, okay, let me give. Let me scroll down here. Okay, Sierra Leone, RS. So the applicants for Sierra Leone for the 2018, there were almost 1 million. It was 967,000. Those were the number of applicants. And the number of winners in Sierra Leone from the same year was Sierra Leone. The winners, where is it? Sierra Leone was 1,790. So almost like 2,000. Okay, another question. Let me quickly. Like guy, you say, so you must have a green card first. Yes, you must have a green card first to get the to join the military. How many Ugandans applied in the year 2018? Okay, so Uganda 2018 RSTU. So 2018 was 32,457. Those were the number of applicants. And the winners in Uganda, the number of winners was, Uganda was 485. So as I mentioned, in East Africa, Kenya is the one with the bigger number of applicants and bigger number of winners from Okay, someone is asking, what about Senegal? The number of winners from Senegal, I remember I mentioned that one. Senegal was 400 winners, 2018. Okay, why has the State Department not published the new date on the website, on the Twitter? Pablo Guzman will ask that question. I don't know why. Hopefully they are going to do that soon, because there are so many things going on right now. The Department of State is busy, but hopefully they'll be able to do that. sorry, Kevo, wa pipeline. You say, I've been escaping your question. Can you please put the question right now? I can be able to see it if you don't mind. Manscan, wow, Sierra Leone, country of 7 million people and almost 1 million people applied for the DV. Just imagine our conditions of living back home that everyone wants to be out of the country. What about South Africa? William Kabunzi. South Africa, the winners in South Africa was 500 winners in 2018. Ghana winners is more than 3,000. Winners from Ghana was 3,549. Joshua, you're asking, please, if I want to get the US work visa, how do I go about it? It's very, very difficult to get the work visa because the company has to prove that they want you and that job you're coming to do here. Many companies, they cannot get people with that skill set, most of them in America. So that is bigger one. That's why I usually tell people it is better to apply. It's better to find a scholarship, to come as a student, then you can operate from here. That will be much, much easier. Winners from Liberia. Liberia, Liberia has a lot. It was 3,989. So almost 4,000 in the year 2018. What if I don't have bank account, but I have other money for applications? The point is not they don't want money. They want to see how much asset do you have. You might have a house. You might have a farm. Show evidence of something. Otherwise, you are coming to become just a burden in the US. They'll not give you the public charge. They are not just wanting the money you have. If you have money in the bank, it's okay. But what if you have you own apartments in your country? So you don't have a bank account. Yes, it's okay. You don't have bank statement. But what other things do you have to prove that I can survive? A host is not going to help you. A host has only his own or her own life. That is just a place where I'm going to stay. But prove to me that when I'm coming to US, I'm not going to be a public charge. Togo was 1,667 winners from Togo. From Democratic Republic, from Congo, the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo was 4,497. Okay. Turkmenistan, I don't know how to pray. Turkmenistan is the 306, the winners. What about Eritrea? Okay, so this list of winners, let me put the link here. I can be able to answer all those questions about Zimbabwe, about all other countries. So if you go to that link, you can be able to see what I'm seeing right now on my computer here. Zimbabwe was 149. Somalia was Somalia was 436. Team Ase, when we're looking public charge, it's not about just money. They are looking the likelihood for you to be here and being a public charge. If I'm going to be your host, I'm not the one, if you get sick, paying my money. That's the point. They want to see what kind of asset do you have. If you have a farm, do you have just like apartment? What other asset do you have? Even education is asset, whatever it is. Okay, please, your email provided. My email, let me write my email again for those. Someone is asking about Ethiopia. Okay. Ethiopia, 4,496. Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, 1,029. Cameroon, Cameroon was 3,720. Okay, let me answer someone's question. Comlan Edmund, you asking, April is single but in relationship. In case I win, can I get married before filling the DS260 and I can come with my wife? Yes, you are supposed to do that. You have to get married before you fill the DS260. But you cannot come with your girlfriend. They don't care about girlfriend-boyfriend relationship here. Masla, are you asking, winning depends if your country is on the ally of US, right? No, has nothing to do with that. As long as your country is not on the, you can win even if your country is on the travel ban. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with that. How about the fresh bachelor degree graduates? Do they need to submit a bank statement? Listen, there is no requirement to submit a bank statement. What they need to prove to me that you are not going to be a public charge in the US. One of the item might be the money you have. One, if you don't have money, what other asset do you have? That's the point. Just go and look about the public charge. There is no requirement to bring a bank statement. No, there is not that requirement. Kara, you are saying, with the case of public charge, people who just completed the Form 4 means they don't have any job assets to show that they won't become public charge. How will they treat that? It's just up to you to find a way to find other documents. If your family is going to offer you some sort of piece of land you got to put there, remember, it's a US government. They don't care about whether you are from primary school, you whatever. What they want you just to prove to us, they have no sympathy at all. So it's just up to you to find different ways. That's why, even if you're Form 4, even if you don't have a job, find a way to go to volunteer, do internship. You need to have things to prove. Don't wait, oh, I'm waiting for Magufuli to give me a job. No. Don't wait to graduate from school, even if you're in secondary school. Someone is asking a question. Can a banker from Kenya with work experience with a green card can easily get a job at the bank in the US? You can get a bank job in the bank, but don't expect to come here, your bank manager, to be a bank manager here. Yes, that experience will help you, but you'll start as a minimum bank teller. Bank teller, even myself with no work experience, they will train me to become in a bank. So that is something like that. Someone is about Togo. Togo got 1,667. If I have a school degree, should that help me to get not to be a public charge? It can help a little, but it's not everything. You can have a PhD, but you can be just a beggar. You can come here, be a public charge. Understand me, they are looking for total package. Don't assume they are looking for one item, not just education, not just a bank statement. For instance, I'm giving you an example. Bill Gates doesn't have a degree, but he's a billionaire. Obviously, he's not going to be a public charge. So it's not about, and it's not about how much money will I have before coming there. I cannot answer that question. If you have 5 kids and you have $200 in the bank, that doesn't help you. Does that make sense? Do you know about French speaker jobs? Oliver, what you are asking, do you know about French speaker jobs? Yeah, there are jobs they might require someone with background in French. So don't worry at all. There are so many jobs, but obviously you need to speak English. Many jobs you have to speak English. You can get the jobs with the background in French, yes. The results for the V2021, yes, the results will be out on June 6th. Ajim, you are asking, can you take your interview from another country where you are residing now legally? Yes, you can do that. You are allowed. What about Rwanda? How many people have won? Rwanda was RS. Let me look. What is Rwanda? Rwanda was 542. Yusuf, we say, EBM want to ask you about your service in the military. How was it as an immigrant there? The good thing about the military, Once you are there, it is a very group of people considering as brothers and sisters. So it's a unit where your immigrant mindset is taken away because you have someone's back. So people don't care whether you are from Detroit or you're from originally from Africa. That doesn't matter a lot. So there is no about being immigrant will be something as a back. No, it's not that way in the military. Okay, Joshua, you say, please, I'm currently living in Cyprus, but I applied for the lottery in Ghana. If I win the lottery, can I apply the visa here in Cyprus? Yes, you can apply and process everything from there. Okay, Andrew Kato, you say, what is the minimum years to serve in the military? The first contract is 4 years. After that, you can renew at least 2 years. Then you can be renewing depending on what you need to have. But some of the jobs, if the jobs they need further training, it can go more than 4 years, a minimum years, because if you are going to be a medical doctor, for instance, it can be a little bit more training. So it can be maybe 5 years contract, but the majority, everyone is 4 years. How much is the ticket price? Kujo is asking. Ticket price depends on which city, what time of the year you are applying, you get the ticket, and what is the interval from the day you are applying, you are purchasing the ticket, and the day you are traveling. So obviously, in most cases, between 1,000 and 2,000. Okay. If I pay, Gadami say, if I pay alimony, will it affect me in the interview? No, it doesn't affect you. What about Benin Republic? Benin, it was 611 winners. Swesh, you say, can't you answer this party? Estimate pay package for banker in US, how much per hour or otherwise? Most of the job, the minimum jobs like bank teller, whatever, still is between $10 to $20 per hour. Those are normal jobs, like bank teller is a normal job. So it's between like those number of hours. Okay, Asari Davis say, my uncle is a US citizen, so me winning the lottery, do I have to get information like the address and some other documents to apply for the visa in case if they ask where I'm gonna stay? Yes, it's better to have that one. It helps. Okay. Someone also is asking. Kema Lawrence will say, if I'm a refugee in a country and win the DV lottery, what are my chances? The chances of getting the visa or the chances of what? If you chance of getting a visa, as long as you meet the qualification, you are getting it. Hustlers Group, after winning the green card lottery, what next? Next step is you need to fill the form DS-260 if you are out of the US. And in that form, there is one part you need to know. You need to have that information. That information, which is a place will be staying in the US. So after filling that one, then you wait for the interview. When they send the interview information, is when you are going to do the medical check. Someone is asking, what is the salary? How much is Prince Amos? How much is the Navy salary paid per month? So if you're a brand new person, you are coming as enlisted. Most of the time you are started as E3. If you have at least like education, college education, but mostly it's around 2,000 to 3,000 per month. That is if you are married, then you are giving you also the money for housing. But if you are not, then you are getting that amount of money. And please, Emmanuel, when you send the question, please send it once, not all the questions, just like 5 times. I'm going through all the questions. So the Navy salary, if you are single, you get that amount. Then after that, if you are, you get also place to stay and food. Okay, Emmanuel Bani, you asking how many people win the lottery in Ghana? In Ghana, last year, 2018, it was 3,549. Okay. Someone is asking, How many people won from Ghana? Ghana was 3,549. Does public charge apply to students? It doesn't matter, Pablo Guzman. It doesn't matter for any person coming here. Everything they'll consider all the factors. As long as you have won a green card lottery, they'll go to see that one. Kenya winners. Kenya 2018 was 2,997, so almost 3,000. Bahrain. Bahrain is let me look. How many people won from? Was 14 people. Sierra Leone, I've already answered that one. Sierra Leone was winners was 1,790. Okay, Kevo Pipelines, you are saying, let's have won the DV lottery, then I don't have someone who will host me there. What will I do? Please help me. So if you win the lottery and you do not know any person, you need to find different ways. I have a video explaining how can you find the host in the US. As I said, if you are Muslim or you are Christian, you can find it from the local mosque, local church. Find some people. There are communities. You are from Kenya, from Ghana. Find groups in the US of diasporas and just ask them who can be able to host you. You can be able to get those one. Okay, Poland. How many winners from Poland? Let me figure out here. Look quick. Europe, Poland. Poland was 863. Okay. Conrad, you say, is the Navy postgraduate school really free? I don't understand your question. Do you ask the postgraduate school? Halid, ask a question just one. I understand. I see your question. Are you asking the Naval Postgraduate School, the one in Monterey, or you are asking, is it free to study for further education? Ad Willis, you ask how much registered nurse is paid per month. Per month, registered nurse is making between 7,000 to 10,000, depending. Okay, Halidi, you are asking the real concept of visa bulletin. So visa bulletin is the number, usually like they give, when you win, they give you case number. So the case number, let's say you get your number is 10,000. So how do they determine that these people to come on month of September, October, November, December for the interview? So they say this month we are going to process these numbers. This month we are going to process these numbers. So that is the concept, the meaning of the visa bulletin. So when they say your number is 40,000, what they usually say, okay, you might have interview in June. That is the time you are going to have interview. Someone is asking how much the doctor is making. It depends on the nature of the doctor, if you are a neurosurgeon, whatever. But at least, remember, if you are a professional, like medical field is giving you a lot. And you cannot just come as a doctor from your country to become a doctor. You must have a license to operate in the US. If you are a nurse, you must be a registered nurse in the US. So doctors get a lot of money. They can make even 15,000 per month. That's normal. Tim Ase, so sir, saying that for not being public charge, I must prove that I have enough money or a land or house. Is that right? No, it's not right. They are looking for so many factors, my friend. Don't try to overthink this one. Let me ask you one question. If someone is going to ask you to borrow the money, how do you give the money? Is to believe this person, if I borrow the money, this guy will pay me back. What factors do you consider? So sometimes it can be, that's what I'm giving you an example. Someone might have zero money in your bank account, but as a PhD, the person, the likelihood of being public charge is less than the person who has high school with 10,000. Does that make sense? So they're not going to look just one, you have a farm. Yeah. You are asking what will be the salary of a medical doctor lab. That's what I'm saying. It depends. It can be even 10,000, can be 15,000 per month. Medical profession pays a lot here. Medical field pays a lot. Lyric guy, so if you win green card and you are financially stable, can you find a house to rent or must you find a host? No, you can find a house to rent. No one cares. To find a house to rent because many people don't have enough money to start right away to have a rent. And if you go to some of the sets, rent can be 500, 700 per month. So you can start with your own. Okay. Bunji will say, if you have already gone through the interview process and gotten the immigrant visa, does the executive order affect you? No, it doesn't affect you at all. The executive order affects people who don't have green card yet. They are waiting to go to the visa interview. For you, if you have, there is one person I helped process is in Uganda. I have a person in Fiji. They have the visa already on hand. They can travel before the expiration of their visas. That doesn't affect. And I have the video, I explained that one. Could you say, which papers do I have for what? Okay, another question. For how long is the DV visa valid for once I receive? So there are two things. Once you get the visa from the embassy is 6 months to travel to come to America. If you arrive to America, in America, they'll give you the card. The card is valid for 10 years. Then after 10 years, you're going to renew 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. But if you want to become a citizen, after 5 years, you're going to become a citizen. But the visa to come to America for the first time is 6 months. You must come to America. After arriving to America, then they'll give you a card, which is 10 years. Abdi Wahab, you are saying, I passed the interview process. Now I'm about to send the job offer letter. What specifications I should be careful when submitting the letter? You passed the interview process. Which interview for the green card or interview for what kind? And about to send the job offer letter. Job offer from US or what? I don't understand your question. If you can clarify, please. Okay, sorry people. There are so many good questions. I don't know which one should I. Okay, because if okay, Black African reality. If you win the lottery and you are a soldier, can you really become a soldier in the US? And if the embassy knows you were a soldier, can it be a problem? First of all, US embassy doesn't care if you're a soldier. What they care if you are a criminal, yes, they don't give you the visa, but they don't care if you are a soldier, whatever in your country. They don't care about that. But if you come here, what they'll do is to qualify for you to join as in the army. They'll look about the age and minimum high school education. So it's not a guarantee because you are a soldier, you can become a soldier here. No, it's not that way. Okay, another question. Which papers do I have before coming there? Obviously, I mean, if you want to come here, you need to come with your certificates. Any document you know, they will help you towards the... But basically, certificates, money to start, you are obviously your passport will be having, then you can be able to survive. Halid, you say, what about the engineering? How will it be paid compared to US and Canada? I mean, you cannot just start a job as engineer from day one. But if you become an engineer here, you get paid high. I do not know exactly the amount, but those are the jobs you can to get paid $5,000 to $10,000, $15,000 per month. Those are normal jobs. Science, medical field, those pay a lot. Okay, someone is asking. Vincent, you are asking. First of all, I have a Vincent. You say I have a passion in the field of epidemiology, whatever, and disease control. Already I have bachelor degree. If I win green card and study masters in whatever, is it marketable? I believe it to be marketable. I do not know, but what I know is any degree in the medical field pays, or science medical field pays a lot than in social science. That's a fact. Yusuf will say, I hope everyone wins, but you don't get depressed if you don't. It's free, remember. Yes, people have to do that. Please, Team SSA, please pray for me to win. Yeah. How can you apply for scholarship and which institute is easier? There is no money, there is no institute which is easier. There is videos, there are videos I posted here as a playlist which show the application for Europe, application for US. If you want to apply for US, you have to take the GRE exam, you have to take TOEFL exams, you have to do those kind of exams in order to be able to qualify to apply for scholarship. So it's not easy. So it's just tough like any other ways. So go to my playlist on scholarships. You will see all the procedures. More you ask, if you applied with the old photo, not too old, can you win? Yes, you can win. The purpose of the photo, they say it's supposed to be within 6 months. His point is, first of all, you are talking about the medical test. Medical test is LSAT exam. So you have to take that exam. So I'll talk about the test later. But you are asking about the photo to be too old. The point is, don't take the photo of 10 years ago. You look like you are a younger brother. They want to take a recent photo because they want the winner to be exactly the same person. So most of us, if you are adult within 1 year, you don't change much. But don't take it like 5 years, 10 years difference photo, like you look 10 years challenge, you look like a baby and you look like a grown-up person. No. Okay. Oh, sorry. Please, Kwadu Kobe, you say, please, will the lottery result be the same on June 6th? So far, that is what we know. It will be that way. Ernest, I already answered your question. If you apply as single and you live with a woman, if you have a marriage certificate, that is a different story. But if, and tonight I'm going to make a video which says which I'm going through all the instructions, each instruction, and how does that instruction affect your chances of winning. So watch for that video, I'll be explaining that one in detail. Medical test, there are two, there is a medical test, you mean medical test like medical, you have to do a medical test before coming to US. If you win the lottery, yes, you have to do the medical check. They check various diseases, but the biggest one is tuberculosis. But if you have tuberculosis, they don't deny you. They will tell you to treat yourself before you come here. Kipton will say, I'm following the State Department website, but the date is still remain that one. I think it is not changed to June, that one. No, we do not know yet, but I'm telling you is, according to the Twitter account of the Department of State, Consular Affairs, they say the date is June. They changed the date. So for me, I'll go with that one. Yes, until they change the official date, things might not, they might take it different. Because even if you go, for instance, to the State Department, it took a couple of days for the Trump executive order to be there. But already in the White House is there, official signed from the Donald Trump. So don't wait until they change. Sometimes the dates might take longer to be updated. Okay. Halid, you say goodbye, goodbye. I know it is night over there. To some people, it's already midnight. I'm about even to finish. If you win in the lottery, why on asylum? What are the procedures? Why are you on asylum? So if you win the lottery, you are in asylum. You can stop asylum and just get the use lottery. Either way, you can do that. If you win and you're a refugee in another country, is that a problem? No, it's not a problem. There is no problem. Does executive order affect me if I'm already past the interview and waiting for the visa approval from the U.S. Embassy? If the embassy hasn't given you the visa, there are two ways. They might give you the visa because your interview was done before, or the embassy might wait until the 60 days. So that I do not know much. Yusuf will say, if I have my high school diploma, would I just bring it? It's my main qualification, or do I have to show elementary? The biggest one, they look for higher. They don't care about your primary school education. Just come with your high school. Someone will say, I'm originally from Ghana, but my brother lives in Cameroon and applied for me there in Cameroon. When your brother is filling the information, is filling the information for you as someone from Ghana. So it doesn't matter. Even for me in the US, when I fill the information for you, I fill the information for you as someone from Ghana or from Cameroon. I'm not filling for you as you are American citizen. No. So it doesn't matter who is filling the form for who or where the person is filling the form is from. The eligibility is based on the nationality, not on where you are. I know it is very, very late for many people, especially in East Africa. It is already very, very late. I know I need to end this one in a few minutes because up to now I haven't eaten lunch because I've been here for a long time. I've been here for almost 117 minutes to be exact, so 2 hours. Yeah, so I've been talking, I haven't eaten, so I have to eat. The question is, during the interview, must I present the photo I used during the application? No, that photo is not needed. You are supposed to bring the new photo with the proper measurements for the visa. They don't care about the photo you used to apply for the DV lottery. How many visas can be offered to Cameroon? Cameroon, as already mentioned, how many people were selected or were given the visa from Cameroon? From Cameroon, it was 3,720. Yes, I know. Basima, you say it is 12:33 p.m. in Saudi Arabia. I know it is very, very late to many places around the world. So I'm about to finish now. I know people haven't been able to answer all the questions. What I'll be doing is I'll go back to this video later and take these questions and make it shorter videos and try to answer all these questions for everyone. Dennis Maina, send it just once. It's okay. Don't send it too many times, the same question. Maina, I see your question. I see your question. So your question is, I applied for the DV letter for green card last year, and I'm expecting the results to be out by June. With the coronavirus pandemic, what will happen next? Will the given results? Yes, the results will come out. But now, if you have been following, there is be like 60 days executive suspension, but everything will be back to normal, and it will not affect you. Adu, you are asking, which state do you think is the best in the US? My honest opinion is go to the state, not just to New York. Unless otherwise that is the only way you can be able to go. Don't go to the biggest state like California thinking that, oh, I'm cool, I'm in Los Angeles, I'm in San Diego, I'm in whatever biggest state like Illinois, I'm going to live in Chicago. Don't be trapped into the biggest states. Just go to a normal states which you can be able to have lower cost of living. Okay, how many winners from Lebanon? Let me quickly answer. I'm about to finish this one. Okay. Okay, what is Lebanon? Lebanon was 221. Black Africans say, I applied in Africa, but now I'm in Turkey. Where processing my documents? You choose where you want. If you want to do your interview in Turkey, you do in Turkey. If you want to do in your home country, you can do in your home country. Zimbabwe was 149 winners. Receive engineering. I already finished medical, and my interview was at April. That one. What will happen for my what will be happening for that one? So they will schedule your interview after the extension of this one. They will change the interview. They will give you another date for the interview. Someone in Rwanda winners were 542. Cameroon was 3,720. Winners from Burundi. Burundi was 193. Uganda was 485 winners. I have to end the video. I have to end this one. I know there are still so many questions. I will do my best to go and answer all these questions either through comments, or what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to do that. Please, can I add a nursing certificate in the DSC 260? In the DSC 260, you will say you have nursing, but there is no place to attach the certificate in DSC 260. You will mention, yes, at my education, I have certification is this certificate. Liberia, the winners was 3,989. Let me end up here, people. If you want to know the number of winners, I'm going to put the link again here so that you can be able to see this one instead for me going to go back over and over. Winners in 2018, the number of winners. That is the, yeah. Thank you, everyone. Do green card expire after 6 months? No, the green card expires after 10 years. But the visa, when you are given in your country, you must come in US within 6 months. That is the visa expiring before coming to US. But once you come to US, they give you the actual card. The card expires after 10 years. So the green card doesn't expire after 6 months, it expires after 10 years. But the visa to come to US, after 6 months, you must be in US within 6 months. Kwaju says, thank you very much for your teaching, boss. We appreciate, and I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Most of you have been here for over 2 hours. Now it is 123 minutes I've been talking. And thank you, everyone. I really appreciate everyone for being able to support, to be able to do this one. Someone is asking, quick one. I'm an agricultural person working in Cameroon, Ministry of Agriculture. Can I get a school for further medical studies? Go to my YouTube channel. On top, there is a playlist. Go on the playlist. You find the scholarships. Go and read there. There are all information about how to apply and get scholarships. I have to end up here, people. Thank you. I really appreciate all these kind of questions. May God bless you. Please try to follow the medical professionals and stay safe. Stay safe, everyone, at this time of the COVID-19. It is a very serious disease. We need to follow the medical professional advices. I know it is sometimes harder. We want to get out, to continue working, to go shopping. But if it's not a shopping of very important, stay at home. That is what I can be able to help you at this time. And I pray for you to be winners of the Green Card Lottery. May God bless you, everyone. And I hope the Green Card Lottery, the result will come as normal, and you are going to be winners of the Green Card Lottery. Someone is asking for my email again. My email is there, ebmakulilo@yahoo.com. Emmanuel Muriani, please let it that be the last question. I've already been talking so much for 2 hours without eating. May God bless you, everyone, and I wish you the best in waiting for the results and just for success in other things. Even if you don't win, please make sure that you succeed. And for those who want to follow me, if you want to follow me on the on my my YouTube, I mean my Instagram, you can follow as EBM signature on my Instagram. EBM signature and EBM scholars. Those are my two my account. And if you go to the Twitter account, is can put here is my name. Let me put my Twitter account. If you want to follow me there, I've been posting a lot of updates from my my Twitter account. So that is another way you can be able to get all updates. You can follow me on Twitter if you are on Twitter over there. Yeah. Asante sana, everyone. May God bless you. You ask if the link is not opening. I don't know what link. Oh, the link of the for the lottery. I mean for the results. Let me. It's a PDF link, so it depends on when it opens. Okay. Let me do again and put the link for the results. Okay, that is the link to see the winners. Okay, Mohammed, you're asking the question. If you are in the country of the travel ban, you will still win the Green Card Lottery. With the embassy, I mean the the US government believes that the lottery, the travel ban will be removed at one point. So you will win as normal, but you will not be given the visa until the ban has been removed. So if the ban is still there and you have won the green card, for instance, you are from Sudan, you are from Tanzania, you have won the green card, but your country is still in the travel ban, you will not be given the visa. But at that time, because we are talking about 2021, your country has been removed, then you can be given the visa. Tommy, you were asking if you are in the US, can you still apply for the green card visa? Yes, it doesn't matter where you are to apply for the green card visa, people. You are saying, I understand, but what if you are born in a country other than the country of the travel ban? It depends. If you are born in another country, you are eligible to apply from another country. You are eligible to do that. Azur, they don't care about your results, whether you have zero, whether you have first class. They're not going to look for a smart person. They're looking for people to come to US. They're looking for other things. They're looking for good work experience. So all those kind of things. Results will be on June 5th, June 6th. The link for School for Harvard, it is there. If you go to my channel, there are all the videos, they are there. Go to my channel, you'll be able to see all those links, people. Okay. So if you have any question, please ask me the question. I will be happy to answer all those questions. Yeah. Okay, I have to go because the question will not be answered. I will not finish. I will not be able to finish all these questions. Yeah. Emmanuel, you were asking, do you live in the same time? Are you live at the same time? No, I'm live in very few days. I'm not live. It can pass like I haven't been able to do a lot of time. I'm planning to do this one. Maybe I can be able, like maybe Saturday. I haven't started like every time to have special time for live. I haven't been able to do that, but I'll plan to do that at least once per week to be live at a certain time. How many people won from Sierra Leone? Sierra Leone, 1,790. I have to. Can someone who has 6 years, got a high school degree and now playing football but not a professional? Non-professional football is not work experience, unless others is a professional. Yeah. Stanley Ako, please, what is someone have education, qualification, and then have work experience for over 2 years, but work does not have the certificate? Example, waiter at the interview. You can, it's not all the time you need to have a certificate. You can get even a recommendation letter or someone to say that you are working there to prove that. You say I was a cop. I'm asking if that shall be a barrier. It's not a barrier, even if you are a soldier. As long as you're not a criminal, that's not a problem. They don't care if you are police. Which state is the best? There's no best state. It's just what you want in America. All the states are the same. But my advice, don't go to the most high expensive states. Good love, you are asking, if you are given a visa and after 6 months, virus continue, what happened? I don't know. First of all, they don't give the visa right now. If you have the visa, you must come to US. If you don't come, the visa is going to expire. Unless others go to the embassy, they extend another visa. But if the visa expires, you haven't come to US, it's gone. Unless otherwise you have the, you have the extension. Without extension, you cannot come here. It's over. I'm not, there are people, just go back to the comment. There are people who are joining I'm not adding people to the WhatsApp group. There are some people creating a group and they're adding people. I'm not in that group. They will add me in that group too. So, thank you. Let me end up here. I'm ending up here, everyone. I really thank you. Bless you, and good night, everyone. If you come to US, how long will you take it to go back to home? You can come here. As long as you have the card, you can get the card today. Tomorrow, you can get a flight to go back to your home country. There is no minimum time. They don't care about that. No, the results for 1,790 was for the V 2018. Okay, I'm end up here. I'm going to close to end up my chat, my live. Yeah, I know I've been talking about the states which are cheaper. There are so many states that are cheaper. As long as you are not going to New York, you are not going to Hawaii, you are not going to Virginia, Maryland, you are good. DC, you are good. Don't go to those states. Unless otherwise you have reason why you want to go there. Yes, I'm going to stop streaming right now. Thank you, everyone. I'm not answering any question. Okay. Okay, I'm going to end up this one. So thank you. Goodbye, everyone.